Time to fix another broken piece of equipment. All right, so today I get to fix another broken piece of equipment. Not really broken, but I just need to make some minor adjustments to it. So we recently got an, Schwinn Aerodyne Comp assault bike. This was an older model, and when we got it, everything was really good. Everything was cleaned, but for some reason the monitor didn't work, and I think it comes with a specific battery, but because of the age of it, at the time there isn't really a battery that we can just fit right into here. So I was on YouTube trying to figure it out, and I found a way to get a battery put onto here to get this to work. So today we're going to do that and then test it and make sure that everything works. So all I'm going to need for this obviously is this monitor here. I've got some electrical tape. This is a C battery. I guess I'm going to call it a terminal. Where I can just put the batteries into. Normally these already come in the piece, but for this purpose it doesn't, so we get to fit that right in. We've got our batteries, and then we've got some Gorilla Glue. So I'm gonna have to get some strippers or figure out how to strip these. I left my strippers at home, so we get to do that today. So first things first, I just got to take this back cover off. One of the steps was there's a little foam piece that goes right here, and they had you scrape it off so that this can sit flush onto it. So I already took that off. So now all I have to do is take out these 4 screws and then lift this back plate off. Okay, now that I got it separated, so this is what the inside looks like. And so right now I'm looking at these terminals. This is where I'm going to attach this part. So essentially what this is supposed to do is this feeds in through here maybe, through one of these, and then these ends attach here on either one. And they recommended either soldering the wire into these pieces or to use electrical tape, and I'm not good enough with my hands to solder anything, so I'm just going to use some electrical tape for this. So let's figure out a way to strip these, and then we will attach them. Okay, so I did the stripping off camera. I had to do it with scissors because I don't have wire strippers. So I also had to look up to make sure that I'm doing this right and doing it in the appropriate order. So what I'm going to do next is take some super glue, which should be a brush version. Oh no, it's a nozzle. Oh, it's a 2 version. Not bad at all. Okay. So I take the brush version and I'm going to place it on the back here where it's going to adhere. Make sure that I get every little part of it. Put the glue back, set it off to the side. Then it wants me to feed these into the top here and then set that, and it wants me to press it. So I'm going to press it here, and then these wires should be up at the top ready to be attached right there. Perfect. So it tells me it takes about an hour for this thing to adhere. So what I'm going to do while I wait on that is I'm going to be gentle, but try and get the rest of this wiring done so that it can sit and dry and do what it needs to, and then I can put it on. So the way that this has me do it will be red to the left and black to the right. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so now that those are semi-secure, I'm gonna go get some needle nose pliers and just try and make sure that everything is super connected. Got my needle nose. I'm gonna be careful not to, I don't wanna damage anything, but I just wanna make sure that all the tape is adhering. I'm gonna flip it around. Make sure all the tape is adhering, make sure the connections are good. I only want to try and do this once. Okay. So now, before I fasten everything up, I'm going to get these batteries and just check to see what happens when I put them in. And immediately, you might be able to see it, but immediately the reader starts working. So the off button, on button, you can hit start, time reset, you can do all that. So it worked. So I'm gonna let this dry for an hour, and then here in the next hour, I'm gonna go back and we're going to attach it and just make sure that everything works, and also get this hooked up to the bike as well.
1 hour later.
Okay, so now we've attached everything that we needed to on the monitor. So now all I need to do is attach it back onto these pegs. So all it is these grooves here, set it right in. There's a little cable here that will attach, but there are screws on each part here. So you've got one at the top on each side, one at the bottom on each side. So we're gonna put those in real quick and then attach this cable. Now all that's left is this little sensor here that plugs in right at the base of this front fan. So it was originally zip tied, which I'll probably zip tie here off camera, but just attach that there and then we'll zip tie that. Okay, so now let me turn this on. We've got different levels, and then you can do RPM, calorie per hour, calorie, and then you can change, looks like the time in this little mile. So we have our start and stop button, we have our time and reset, and then our on and off button. So it looks like it is now fixed. So that's just some of the things that I get to do on a daily basis. I usually try and find some of my stuff on Facebook Marketplace in terms of equipment, because we are still a newer gym, trying to build up our clientele and just trying to build up our presence in the community as a whole. We're not in the position like other commercial gyms may be to spend thousands of dollars on pieces of equipment. So we need to be smart with the way that we do that. And as well, I also need to be smart with figuring out how to fix things that are fairly easy to fix, and only buy equipment when we need to, or to introduce new things for our members. So I have to learn those types of things and try and figure it out, but it just makes it nice. And we get lucky off of Marketplace. We can find some really good stuff. A lot of our stuff that we've gotten from there actually are pretty rare pieces of equipment that are very hard to find and people really love. And we can even find distributors of new equipment from there as well, and have used that for a couple of pieces. But a lot of times on there, you're going to find some good deals that you may not really necessarily find anywhere else. Just people trying to get rid of stuff, or just people not really knowing what they have. And so they're listing it for a lower price, half the price, if not a little bit more, a little bit less than what they can normally go for used. So we try and stay on the lookout for those and try and get those deals whenever they come up, whenever they make sense. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe, share with a friend, share with a couple friends. This is kind of what I do on a daily basis. Look around for those things along with cleaning and maintaining the gym. So it's really nice. Now the bike actually works, and now you can actually like track everything. You can track your calories, you can track your distance, you can do all that kind of stuff. So it's super nice. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of it, what you think of the bike itself. Do you think that we got a good deal off of it? What are your thoughts on some of the newer bikes like the Rogue Echo bikes or anything like that? If you've ever used one, what do you think about those? And yeah, let us know down in the comments, and we will catch you in the next one.